Alright, what's up y'all? Welcome to my channel. It's your girl NaturalDiva, and today I'm going to be doing a video on nursing. I know I get a lot of questions on, how to become a nurse and the prereqs and all that. Is it hard and all that kind of stuff. And yesterday was my last day. I did a travel assignment back in February. It was pretty local. I stay in Mississippi, and I did a travel assignment in Alabama just for enough that I can drive to work every day and come back home. I still got the stipend, the meal, all the total travel package. So that was very exciting. I did a 13 weeks contract, and then I extended it for 8 weeks. And yesterday was my last day. I did not want to extend again. And I'm home. I haven't found another contract, so I'm just home with pretty much nothing to do. But anyways, y'all, let's just get into the video. If y'all want to know a lot more about nursing and traveling and all that, just stay tuned. So first thing I want to talk about is nursing. Being a registered nurse and how to become one. Go into accredited school and of course do all your prereqs, and once you finish you apply to a nursing program. Me, I went to a junior college. I do have an associate's in nursing. I'm currently in a 4-year school just doing the RN to BSN program to get my BSN, which is your bachelor's. So you either have the 2-year option, which is your associate's, or 4-year option, which is your bachelor's. It's really no difference in your associates and bachelor. Is just with the bachelor's, I think you get paid like a couple cents more. And I have learned now, since I've been traveling, because I've been trying to do a travel assignment in Texas, and in some hospitals that only accepts bachelor's degree. So that's pretty interesting. And honestly, if I didn't want to be a nurse practitioner, I wouldn't go back to school for my bachelor's or my BSN. So that's pretty the only reason why I'm back in school. Nursing school isn't easy. It's not for the weak. So you really have to be dedicated, and it has to be something that you honestly want to do, not just for the money, not just for the hype. Like, honestly, and then my nurses can vouch for me. We do a lot to get paid what we get paid. Like, that's why I had to stop working as a staff nurse, not trying to, doubt the staff nurses and all that, but I had to stop working as a staff nurse and work as a traveler, because the money that you make as a staff nurse and the money that you make as a traveler is like totally different things. I was getting paid like 4 times what I originally got paid as a staff nurse, and your girl not going for that. And what really opened my eyes is when I was working on the COVID unit. If you haven't watched that video, just go watch it. When I was working on the COVID unit, y'all, it was like we was short during COVID. I'm not gonna lie, we was very short, and nurses is still in high demand now. We still short. Obviously, that's why travelers are needed. So let's stay short. But anyways, when I was working on COVID, we was super short, and it was a traveler nurse sitting right next to me, sleep, and I was like, bitch, you sleep and you getting paid 4 to 5 times more than what I get paid, and we doing the same thing, and you sleep? Like, so after that, when my time was up, I had to leave. And to be a travel nurse, you have to have at least a year experience. Some places won't take, like some hospitals won't take you unless you have more than 2 years experience. But I mean, still go, you girls, still go. Being a travel nurse has really opened my eyes, and I'm very happy that I decided to travel, because I'm 24 now, but when I first started my nursing career, it was pretty hard for me to save. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was literally like probably working living from paycheck to paycheck, still staying with my mom. But I have a bad spending and shopping habit. So I just feel like, you know, if I want it, I'm gonna get it because I stand on my feet and I work hard for what I want. And me traveling, I've made more money. Well, I'm not gonna say I've made. I'm sorry. I can say I made and save more money than I have ever in my 24 years of living. I could have saved way more than what I actually saved, but I tried to pay out some debt, and of course, I still have this, you know, this problem. So I still spend and buy things, unnecessary things at that. So, but I still managed to save a lot of money. I've been working, like I said, I started in February back, I think it was like February the 15th, and I just left yesterday, which was July the 10th, and I probably made a little over $50,000. I've saved, I'm gonna say like a fourth of that, but I'm still happy because I have enough money to, you know, just sit out and, you know, rest, do what I have to do until my next assignment. And I'm just very thankful for that. I really thank God. And it's just crazy because, you know, sometimes you just think about the things that you used to pray for. And being a nurse was always my calling. When I was young, I got prophesied on, and the pastor had told me that he see me being, actually told me they see me being a nurse practitioner and having my own clinic. So since then, I always knew, you know, this was my calling. So, and that's pretty much about me and what I'm doing now. I would love to stop what I'm doing, not really stop what I'm doing, because I always want to really travel, but I would love to kind of put it on pause and work as an ER nurse so I can have more training, like ER wise, because I am a med-surg tele nurse. Before I came a RN, I was a LPN. I was a LPN for like a year and a half before I became a RN. I think I graduated like 2017, and then I graduated from my RN like 2019, I think, something like that, 2018 and 2019. But it was like a year and a half in the meanwhile. And it really helped me. Like, no lie, it helped me. And I tell everybody who asks me about the LPN route, like, it really helped me because I was in nursing school. When I got my LPN, I went straight back to school, and I was working as an LPN. And obviously, as I was kept passing out those drugs, I was memorizing, I was learning on what they was for, the side effects, and etc. So it really helped me in the long run. I was working at a nursing home, and I even was a CNA at the same nursing home prior to me even becoming an LPN. So I'm really, you know, getting it out the mud from CNA, LPN, RN, nurse practitioner. Like, yeah, I'm getting it out the mud. Yeah, you know, it's some of us, we just have to do that, you know, take steps. If it's for you, it's for you, definitely. And can't nothing stop it, nothing or nobody stop it. For all the ones that struggle during school, you know, girl, keep going. The only difference between a LPN and an RN is a LPN cannot give blood, a LPN cannot like push IV drugs. They can't do anything central or midline. They can't flush those. So that's it's really not a lot, but it's a big pay difference. LPN cannot do the initial assessment of pretty much anything. They're under the supervision of an RN. When I first started, I was working, like, let me tell y'all something. A nursing home is gonna always make more money than a hospital, and it's kind of crazy because you're doing the same old things at the nursing home. You know, you're skipping the same old patients, the same old meds every day, and the hospital is kind of cute. When I was the LPN, I started off making like $19.50, and I think it was originally like 18, but I did it 3 to 11, so I got that extra dollar, which is like $19.50. And when I was an RN, I started off making $23. So it's a difference, but not a big, you know, not a big difference. But of course, once you start traveling, you make money. You even can make money doing CNA travel, LPN travel. I mean, girl, money is out there to be made. With travel nursing, because a lot of people ask me how you can do, you know, get into traveling. Do I have to go somewhere they assign me? Can I pick? So with being a travel nurse, pretty much you have to find an agency, talk to a recruiter, just kind of, you know, give them or the places that you like. Me personally, I'm with I was with Medical Solution. I've looked into Aya Healthcare, Get the Healthcare. It's called one called Trusted Healthcare. It's a lot of agency. If you just type in nursing agencies, a whole list will come up. One other thing that I found out is Facebook. If you have a Facebook, get into a traveling nurse group. Like, that is so beneficial, because it's like recruiters, 1,000 recruiters on there just saying, like, if for example Houston, Texas, 4,500 med surge, 55 blah 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 for ER, and so on, and you know, you just come in and say interesting, and they'll just jump in your inbox and, you know, give you the deets and just run down on, you know, run the information down on you. So that's pretty helpful for me. And especially if I'm not gonna, you know, look into them, it kind of give me like the option. I kind of compare with, hey, look what my recruiter is talking about, the money, the rate, you know, the rate wise versus this recruiter, the length, and you know, it just kind of, you know, I kind of compare them with what I see on Facebook. Sometimes I be even in the recruiters on Facebook inbox, like, you know, says, give me some money because I need some money. But anyway, you just need to talk to a recruiter, and they will ask you about your experience, what kind of specialty you're in, what else, pretty much how long you've been in the nursing field, previous jobs history, other places that you've been. Where do you want to go is number one. Where do you want to go? A recruiter is not going to say, hey, you have to go here. You have the ability to tell them where you would like to go. It's like me, I told them I want to stay like down, kind of like in the South. Only thing that I can do in the West would be California. And with nursing, y'all, Mississippi, we are compact licensed. We have a compact license, so that means I can travel different states without getting an individual license. I know California is one that I cannot travel. I have to have a California license to work in California now. During COVID, you know, the pandemic, people were just letting people travel anywhere, but now you have to have a license, and I think it's like $200 or something to get a license there. I know I might be all over the place, y'all, but it's just so much about nursing. And like I said, if you have any questions, like, drop them below and I will get back to y'all as soon as I see them. You can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and just message me and I will, you know, give you the details. Anyways, back to the topic. Well, you tell your recruiter, yay, I want to go to Atlanta. Boom. The recruiter will say, we have this hospital in Atlanta paying for this much for this many hours. We got this hospital paying for this many hours. Me personally, I like to look at the base income, because like now I'm looking to a hospital that's paying $100 and something an hour. You're gonna get taxed. The hell, like, you're gonna get taxed. $100 and something compared to 28, and then you get all your money in, you know, Skyping and meals, because that's the non-tax dollars. That's the things that's not going to be on your income tax, something you don't have to pay back, you know. So that's what I personally look at. And another thing, like I said, you just tell them where you want to go. They'll give you the rundown on a rate and how long the assignment. 13 weeks. I think the lowest would be like 4, some of them 4, but a lot of people want you to stay there for 13 weeks. And you can even stay longer. I talked to my recruiter and she said, you can stay as long as you want. Well, let me set out. As long as they need someone, you just have to take off a month within the year. I'm thinking I'm going to work like the beginning of the year, after New Year's, and around November the 20th, take off and go back. the beginning of the year, after New Year's. Like, have my holidays off, have my birthday off. Like, that's one thing about traveling. You are flexible. You can tell them when you want, and even in your contract you can tell them days that you would like off. So let's just say my first assignment, I started in February. I had already a trip planned in March, so it was laid out in my contract that I need the 25th through this day off. I don't care what the manager said. I don't care if y'all have to staff. My battery had went dead, so I am back. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about is housing. Like, I know since I didn't have to pay for housing or get housing, find housing, anything like that, because I obviously did a local contract and I used to commute back and forth from work to home. But it is some agencies that will put you in a house, and it's some that will actually give you the money for a house. I rather be given the money, get it here, than for you to put me in something. I honestly like to, you know, find my own things. You know, I don't want to be in no nasty hotel or something that I'm just not comfortable with, you know. So I rather have my money, basically, just hand it over to me, please. But I think that's pretty much it. Trying to think about if I'm missing anything. I pretty much gave y'all like the rundown on the basics, but like I said, if y'all want any more information regarding traveling or anything like specific agency, I will also send y'all some recruiters. Any questions, feel free to ask. Y'all want me to do any kind of other video, just comment below. Y'all, only thing I can say is, if nursing is your dream, you continue to pursue your dream. Don't give up. Even if it get hard, do not give up. And that's coming from me, NaturalDiva. So yeah, y'all, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.